Miss Katrina G says, be the best version of yourself. And when life hands you lemons, make lemonade, because your next is always greater than your now. It's always good to level up, be a blessing and not a lesson. And always remember, I love you, but God loves you more. Let's get it! Guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am back with another video. In this video, I am going to be discussing the Nadula hair and how I personally installed my first wig all by myself. Shout out to Naya Marie, who has taught me this, and I've also watched a lot of YouTube videos, but y'all gonna be here with me. And so this is one of the popular honey deep wave wigs. I decided to select the 14-inch because I wanted to try something different. Color, but also the shortness. I think my honey skin will go perfect with the honey with a hint of blonde. In this wig, as you can see, they give me a wig cap, so that's already ready to roll. I'm gonna start off with creating my wig cap so that I can start with my install. They gave me a wig cap and they gave me also a headband. So yeah guys, so I'm gonna start with this. First and foremost, I'm going to definitely need some got to be glue. You have to have that in order to make sure that the wig cap is basically sealed. You don't want this to shift at all. And so from observation, I'm going to start with applying my got to be glue spray on here. And this, guys, it holds great. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and blow dry it so that it will stick. It is preferably, I believe, to use either warm or cold temperature on, I would say, medium, or you could actually put it on high. It dries faster on high, obviously, so I put mine on high. And then I'm poking holes in the ear, as you can see, because the front of my wig cap is supposed to stay glued to my forehead, and my ears, of course, need to breathe. So I'm gonna poke holes on both sides to get those earlobes out. Probably want to poke more than enough, not too much, but enough where if you have bigger little ears, they will fit the hole, through the hole. And so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, all done. All right, so I'm gonna always spray extra got to be glue. You can never have too much. I want my cap not to pick up at all. I want it to be perfectly sealed. And so I'm gonna go ahead and finally or fully dry the cap down. Got it fully dried. So guys, if you see me moving, I'm actually watching TikTok while I'm doing my hair. So as you can see, look at the cute couple. So by the way, go ahead and check out my hubby's TikTok, you guys. Stop what you're doing right now. Yes, stop this video and go and subscribe to his TikTok, period. He has multiple videos. He do have views, but it'll help if you guys go and support him. That is his platform. He has a TikTok that you can look up, which is Mr. Chris_D. So go ahead and show him some love and some support. You know your girl gotta support my baby because he supports your girl. So yeah, go over and check Chris D out. Alright, so this can be a little timely as far as the blow drying. So, you know, you gotta buy time by dancing and, you know, stepping a little bit so you can speed up your time. And so it should dry pretty quick. And then from drying that, oh goodness guys, I'm doing TikToks. So I'm going to cut this down the middle so that I can split it, and the stocking cap usually pulls. It doesn't, thank God for the got to be glue, because it doesn't pull too much. It actually pulls just enough for you to be able to either cut it the way you want to. You can also adjust it, you know, as it goes. You don't want to, I would prefer you use like the small scissors, the eyebrow scissors, because it's more accessible to the cap. These shears are kind kind of difficult. I mean, I can use them because I always use shears, whether it's trimming my hair or even cutting my puppy's hair. I use shears, so I'm used to using shears, but I would recommend that you use the eyebrow scissors, you know, the small ones with the slant. But as you can see, I didn't know at this time, because it's my first install ever doing myself, this cap is too far up close to my eyes and my eyebrows. Eventually you'll see down in this video, this cap has to go all the way back. I learned a little too late. But I am adjusting it right now. I can notice it, but I didn't know for sure if I was just seeing things. And so I'm going to go behind my trimming and just lay down the stocking that has pulled itself up. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using a toothpick comb. I would say a pick comb. It's not a toothpick comb. I'm using a pick comb to hold down the cap so that it won't move. It's a way of kind of not touching it with my hands because the got-to-be glue can get pretty sticky. But yeah, I am trying to hold it down. It does not have to, like, 100% have to be sealed to your face. It's just it needs to be put down, if that makes sense. I have to make sure that the wig cap is not like pulling up where it can start just like making a domino effect and shifting. So to avoid that, you just keep spraying got-to-be glue on it, hold it down, and dry it with the hair dryer. So I'm going to continue to do that over and over again from each side until I think it is, you know, secure enough. Away from the crowd, I give you my tomorrow, forever now. Spotlight from my cell phone, sounds like it's your ringtone. I get chills when you call, wanna give you my heart, so I might talk all night long. Show me affection, attention, and care. Okay guys, so I use Maybelline in the caramel shade for my foundation, and so I'm going to put that on a regular piece of paper or cardboard with my blending brush, and I'm going to apply my foundation that I actually use on my face. Sometimes I mix it, but I'm just going to use the caramel shade and Maybelline and putting it on my cap so that it will blend in with my complexion. And as you can see under my cap, I do have a part in my hair, and so yeah, I'm going to keep trying to smooth it out and blend in the color. And I always push it, well, I don't always, but I'm gonna push it back, I would say that. Alright, so I'm gonna get one of my other brushes and kind of like try to get the matted foundation out. Alright guys, so here is my hair. Now it's time to put that on. I'm gonna start from the back and bring it up to the front because I like to use the actual hooks that they have on the wig so that it can, you know, be stuck in the back of my hair. That way it won't lift, so on and so forth. And then I'm going to have to part the front because the front is definitely not part straight. And that's okay. I just take the pick end of my comb and then I'm just going to move it over a little bit. But you want to get an idea of how your wig is going to fit, and that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of looking from side to side just to see how my wig is going to go ahead and fit. So yeah, I'm just shifting it over and over. Again, like I said, at this point my wig cap is too far down, guys, so my wig is sitting almost on my eyebrows. I mean, it's not that far on it, but it is definitely sitting too far up for a wig to look natural. As you can see underneath there, you can still see the wig cap, and that's why I'm pulling it, because when you're doing this, you want to make sure that it lines up and your wig cap is not showing. So I'm going to put my clips in to hold the hair back in place so that the hair will not be in my way, and so that I can be able to see where my wig line is, as well as where the wig cap is. And so I know I need to pluck this wig. I'm actually going to have to do that later off camera for my part, as well as for my edges, and get it plucked out to make it more natural. But yeah, as you can see, I cut down the middle because I'm going to adjust one side at a time. Even though I will be taking this wig right back off after I do all this gluing that you guys are going to witness, I'm going to go ahead and let you see how I do it. Alright, so I'm going to start with one side. First and foremost, you have to have your bond glue. Bonding glue is kind of expensive, but obviously it holds the wig down for you. And so I'm going to just put my little dots on my I would say right beneath my wig cap. You don't want it on the wig cap. You just put it right beneath it, so that the wig is not too far off of the wig cap, but at the same time not on your face. And so as you can see, in this area there's no room by my eyebrows because I actually put the cap down too low. But even though I'm doing all of this, I'm going to have to readjust. Alright, so this is my first layer of the glue. I'm going to blow dry it. Blow dry. I prefer to do more than one layer. I would say 2. A lot of times people do 3. I know my niece, when she does my hair, she does 3. I witness people on YouTube who does 3 and 4 layers. I'm only going to do 2 layers today. And so this is the first layer. As you can see, it is drying pretty good because it has become invisible. So that is the first layer. And then I'm going to repeat the same steps over again for the second time as I add the second layer. Alright guys, so I am going to, now I've finished my second layer of the glue that I applied to underneath my wig cap, and now I'm going to adjust it starting with one side. That is why I cut down the middle. We're going to just start with this side first, and I'm going to apply pressure to my wig cap, to my wig, excuse me, to my wig, just to get my lining straight and make sure that it lines up with, or at least underneath my wig cap. I don't want my wig cap to show at all. It needs to be invisible. It needs to be see-through. This look needs to look as real as possible, okay? And at this point, I still did not adjust the cap, but I'm just basically showing you how you can lay down the wig onto the wig cap and line it up as though it is actually your own hairline. And I just hold it down and then dry it even more. Even though I dried the glue before I put the wig back on, I'm going to also apply pressure to it and then dry it again so that it'll actually stick with the wig itself. Okay guys, so as you see, I have my scissors. I'm going to now cut the lace. So basically, I would prefer you use an eyebrow archer to cut the lace. Scissors are okay, but if you use an eyebrow archer, it's kind of much easier. It's more like a blade to, to the lace. And so I think I'm going to do my best with the lace, with the scissors that I have. That'll work fine. You just don't want to cut. Sometimes you have to cut the hair on the lace. This time I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of wiggle back and forth with the scissors so that I can get the best lace removed as possible. Alright, so that side looks really, really good. Don't mind the glue on the face. That can always be cleaned up and wiped off at the end. My niece taught me. And then, as you can see, I'm going to go in on the second side and do the exact same thing. This side I kind of did a little different. It's kind of different depending on the side because I am a righty. I write with my right hand and everything is like my right is my best side. So the other side, it wasn't the best, unfortunately, because I'm using my right hand and I do much better to my left with my right hand because I'm using my right hand, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go in under here and kind of like navigate that. And I need to take that wig cap and I need to cut that off too. So
can know what's coming, what's going on. So if you wanna be with me, baby, can you see? You gotta make room for myself.
Add down some more strength to the front now that the hair is laid to kind of like complete the ceiling of it. I thought this was a scarf. It's actually not. It is a headband. And so I am going to apply my scarf. I'm going to put my scarf. As I put the got to be glued down, I'm going to put my scarf and lay it on my edges so that the wig can stick very well and solid to my face, basically, to my head, so that it will, and as you can see, I put my clips back. You have to lay it down flat. Alright, so after 10 minutes, I am back. I am going to take a look. Again, I have not shifted the wig yet. So the wig is actually currently sitting on my forehead. But that is okay. I'm going to find out very soon. I love this wig. I think it is super cute. I actually do like the length, although I wouldn't mind getting a longer wig in the same style. But I like the short wig as well. I think it brings out my face. It also brings out my skin tone. And so it all plays a pretty nice role for me. I'm going to straighten my part out as well because it was a little shifted, but that's okay. I still need to pluck the middle. But I think it's a cute wig. Once you dial it up, put your cream, your curling cream, your leave-in conditioner, water spray all to it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shift this wig. I have to get confirmation though from my beautician. Before I do that, guys, I went in and I started spraying it. I guess I didn't discover that the wig was sitting too low until after I kind of like moisturized it, sprayed it down, and put all of the nice curly hair products in my hair. When I realized that the wig, once it was flat basically, is when I realized that, it is not applied properly, although it was stuck, and I did a really good job. All I had to do was lift it and then put it back, push it back a little bit.
So if you got plans for us tonight, for this here thing to turn out right, then from the start let's get this one thing clear. Oh, you should know you're looking at a self-made woman. You should know
Okay, guys, so now I am on the phone with my niece, and I am like, honey, I just don't feel as though I laid it right, but I did slay it right. It's on my forehead. And she's like, yeah, TT, you did a really good job, but it is on your forehead. So she gave me the okay, and I am going to lift this beautiful wig up, as y'all can see. It is nothing wrong with that, by the way. If you do apply it a little bit wrong, or if your cap is too far down on your forehead, just go ahead and lift that baby up and start cutting away on that wig cap. Absolutely, it is doable. I had no problems with it. My wig cap was still stuck to my head. So all I had to do is not fully take it all the way up, but gradually lift the wig and do some cutting. I actually had to do a lot of cutting because it was way too far down. I'm pretty sure y'all already noticed. Alright guys, so I am done with that. I'm not going to show you that whole process all over again. And yeah, here we go. And so it is pushed all the way back. I don't think both sides supposed to be exactly even, but I think it's super cute. It's very, very even for what it is.
Said you gotta make room for a self-made woman like me.
Okay guys, so I love it. I loved it before, but just seeing it the way it's supposed to look, not so far down on my forehead, it just brings it all to light. I think it is super cute. Again, it shows how well my skin tone is. It blends great with my skin tone, period. The melanin is always popping. And so I think the honey with the splash of blonde is pretty cute. I actually would recommend this wig. The shedding is very light. It does shed, but it's not tremendously for it to be, the deep wave hair. And so, and for it to be dyed, I think the material, or the texture, I won't say the material, the texture of the hair is pretty nice. So I'm going to actually do what I did before, but I'm going to add my products now. So I wet it first with the water, and I do have leave-in conditioner that I'm going to use, and I have curling cream from the Cantu hair products. So I'm going to use that curling cream. But before I do any of that, again, I need to try to work on my edges. Oh gosh, guys, this is going to be quite interesting because I don't have a clue what to do with these edges. Well, anyways, I'm going to do okay, you see I just put it back. Okay, here we go. We're going to put the cream first because I got scared. I tried with the edges and then it looked too promising. So this is my Cantu hair products, my Cantu curly hair cream. So I'm gonna moisturize that into my hair because that's what keeps the volume of the curls. And then this is my leave-in conditioner by Motions. I actually use this for my hair washing products. Other than I have a lot of Cantu products and I have a lot of natural hair products also. I'm not a natural person. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. I love to perm my hair as of right now. Eventually, maybe, just maybe, I may go back to my natural curly hair state, but as of right now, I perms my hair. And so I am loving the wave of this hair. I don't think I showed you guys, but when it dried up, I brushed the curls out. I actually made it frizzy. I think I like the hair more frizzy. Just trying to see how it looks with a side part too, because I do know that you can do that with this hair. You can make a side part. The plucking must be done first though. I have to pluck that center part, you guys, but yeah, you could play with it a little bit. And so it is supposed to be, I believe, an undetectable lace. I'm not pretty good with that stuff, but I believe that's what it is. So
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm alright. There's a reason for my feelings. There's a reason why.
Guys, so it is now the moment of truth. I'm going to work on my edges. I am definitely going to try to work them out because like I said, I've never done this before on a wig. And so I am personally going to go by what my niece has done and what I see on YouTube. And so you just basically part, from my understanding, you use the tailing of the comb. I have the edge comb with the edge brush on it. And so I'm just going to pull apart my little edges. Yes, they're going to be long. Some of it is going to be short. You still have to put the scissors to it. And you just make it the way you want your edges. Some people like their edges curly. Some people like their edges to be straight, swoop. There's so many different ways that us black women know how to slay our edges. And so basically you just do it the way you want it. But for the most part right now, I'm just getting the hairs out, the edge hair, and I'm going to trim them and then, you know, slay the edges. The products that I use for my edges is, I had to use mousse. I have mousse, and then I also have, I'm going to use the Got To Be spray because it will seal the deal. So I think you probably need more hair out, but yeah, I am no pro. I'm going to go for what I know.
Wait a minute, don't you leave before I get to kiss you. Wait a minute, I don't wanna be without you. Wait a minute, I can let you go before I kiss you. Wait a minute, I just need a minute or two. Minute with you is all I want. Minute with you is all I want. Minute with you is and a minute with you is and a minute with you is all I want. Minute with you is all I want. Minute with you is all I want.
So obviously here, guys, you can actually see that I cut the hair a little bit too long, but I will figure that out as I go. That is way too long. When you're doing your edges, which, like I said, I learned as I did my hair, they should be way shorter than that. I made them a little bit too long, but they're definitely going to be much, much shorter than what you guys see. I'm just kind of playing around with it and figuring things out. So
I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, but I won't. Cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time chasing somebody who loves me too. If I got $1 for every
alright guys, so I am going to put some mousse on my edge and definitely start making my edges, baby. I'm about to slay them. I'm about to try to slay them, you guys. You know, your girl's about to do this right for a sister, you know. But I'm about to create my edges. I am going to do the same thing on the other side. But I'm going to start with this side. And the other side actually looks better. And I'm thinking because I knew kind of what I was doing once I got to the other side. But I think I cut my hair pretty good. It will be trimmed a little bit more because I think it's still a little too long. So I'm going to go ahead and use my mousse to form my edges. And then I'm going to add the Got To Be glue on top of it to make it stiff and solid.
Yeah, if I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive. But you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. Yeah, I beat you at your game, and if you were me, you would do the same. Man, I really love to play, and now that I won, then it's safe to say you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't Sunshine, I've been waiting. Sunshine, why you playing with my head all the time? You go way out of line. Sunshine, don't keep me waiting. Show me affection, attention, and care.
Okay guys, I think this side obviously is looking a little bit better on the edges, but like I said, I will go back and complete everything once I am finished with learning how to do edges. And so I am now cutting some hair that I made a little bit too long for my edges, and this is the other side that I'm completing. And so I like this side actually better, and again I'm going to go back over the edges a couple of times and to my liking, and I suggest you do the same thing, especially if you're new like me. This is my first time installing my own wig, which I'm going to do so many more now that I know how to do it, and also creating my own edges with the wig. So this is pretty cool.
Talk all night long. Show me affection, attention, and care. Losing attention, and baby, I swear I'll give you my tomorrow. Forever and now, I'll never bring you sorrow.
So I got my pump it up. We're going to use the pump it up, and the pump it up usually makes my hair stiff. Actually, the products I put in help too. I wish I'd known that before I put the pump it up in. I didn't put too much in it, but it does keep my hair the way I want it, as stiff as I want it. It's the spritz spray. And so
don't you let me down. Hey, why you play with my head? Can't you love me instead? I give my all, I give my.
Okay guys, as you can see, I done went back on this side because I done discovered how to lay edges. And like I said, I'm going to go in and do this several times, and I'm going to actually straighten this side out as well, and you can get a better view of how I'm doing it. I did discover down the road I need more hair when it comes to edges. Those 2-3 little strands ain't gonna get it, but your girl gonna work it out. I'm gonna work it out. Okay, so now I'm going to tighten my scarf around my edges so that my edges can lay and dry. Sometimes they shift, it depends. So oh, look at me guys, how cute. Okay, so I love this hair. I did already brush out the hair with a brush, and you can make the volume what you want it to be. I like how when you pull up the edges of this piece, it shows the blonde to it. They really dyed this hair really good. The only thing I have left to do is pluck. I'm not going to do that on the video. I'm going to do that off the video. I would like to pluck the part off and make it more natural looking. But this hair is very, very pretty. Actually, I did not brush it out yet. This is the volume from me adding my products and water to it. It's kind of like a loose curl, but yeah, I really love this hair. I love the length of it. I love the style of it. the texture. Nadula is really, really good hair. I do suggest you getting this piece. I do see a lot of women are wearing it. I have been behind getting it. I've been super busy, but I finally was able to purchase it and I really like it. So I do suggest that you get this hair. It did take only 3 business days for it to arrive. It came absolutely fast. From my understanding, it came from Cali, so it was here in the States. Didn't have to wait all the way for it to come from out of the States, especially with the pandemic. And so I am really feeling this look with my little makeup on. Yeah, I don't need the makeup, but you know, why not add it to, you know, the look. I love doing makeup, and now I love installing my wigs. So comment down below, guys, what do you think? I'm going to actually look and take it from behind my ear. And one step that I did forget, which I'm going to do it right now, is okay, wait, let me do my turn, y'all. Let me do my shimmy shimmy in my turn. But I'm gonna actually have to flatten out the front with my good old pressing comb, y'all. So stay tuned for that. Once you pull it from behind the hair, you want it to also still lay, you know, properly, and you cannot see this lace at all, y'all. It looks like it's actually coming out of my hair. So A+ for me. I would say an A. Couple steps I missed, but I went back and fixed it, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, I'm gonna flat out my edges with the comb and we're all done, guys. And so guys, this is the coconut olive oil sheen. I love it. It smells so good, you guys. OMG. So I'm going to spray that on my hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the hot comb and flatten out the hair that is fluffy so that it can balance. As you can see, seeing that it's wavy curly hair, I'm not going to comb through it. I'm just going to flatten it with the back of the hot comb. And I can tell the difference. You know, the hair actually went down. It did go down, and it did get closer to my scalp, which makes it look a lot more natural. So yeah, I'm gonna press it all the way down, even in the back, and just basically flatten it out. And so when I do want to comb it out, and it'll look a lot more natural. And I did brush it out at this point, guys. I brushed the hair out after I had the curls, the loose curls in it. I wanted it to be more frizzier, and so I'm just gonna play with it. So guys, that is all for this first installation of my wig, guys. I did that. I think I did a really good job. You cannot tell that this is a wig. I really love this hair by Nadula. It is something new for me. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I think for this one, it is really cute with the honey. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like I said, see you in the next video.